before you today and welcome all to this learned community. So I would like to thank our college authority for giving me permission to organize an international level workshop. First of all, we would like to invite Mr. Anup Kumar Bhadramasar, President of Governing Body Srikrishna College, to deliver his inaugural speech. But sometime before, I know sir could not join for unavoidable circumstances. And best greetings from side. We have he have eager to success the international webinar. Now we will invite Dr. Dept Ghosh, principal of our college, to deliver his welcome address. I handed over the mic to Dr. Dept Ghosh, principal of our college. Sir, please.
Good morning, everyone. I sincerely hope you are all well in this pandemic era. Dr. Hussain has rightly said that today is the 7th International Day of Yoga. These year themes be with yoga, be at home. In this context, our Department of Physical Education organized a 3 days international workshop through webinar on yoga and improvement of immunity power, associated with our ICOA, Srikrishna College, Nadia. I am extremely honored to have the chance to welcome all of you in this 3 days international workshop. First of all, on behalf of the college, I welcome our eminent speakers accordingly. Professor Srikrishna, Visiting Professor, Department of Physical Education and Sports Science, Joshua University of Science and Technology, Bangladesh, and former Professor, Department of Physical Education, University of Kolkata. Then next, Dr. Molay Kumar Mukhopadhyay, Assistant Professor in Physical Education, Postgraduate Government Institute for Physical Education, Panipur, West Bengal. And also, he officer on special duty, Education Director, Government West Bengal. Next, I would like to thank and welcome Professor Dr. Madhav Chandra Ghosh, Professor, Department of Physical Education, University of Kolkata, West Bengal, Nadia, India. Then I would like to thank our 3 yoga gurus, teachers, Mr. Pratap Satra, yoga instructor in charge, Yoga Center, Department of Physical Education, University of Kolkata, Mr. Rakin Kundu, yoga teacher, Pranab Yoga Kundu, Bangalore, Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, and Mr. Prosenjit, yoga teacher, Yogi Yoga, Beijing, China. Sir, we are humble gratitude to you to join us. It is very privileged to us. Now I thank our colleagues, Srikrishna College, teaching, non-teaching, as well as our students. students all over the India. We know also based in yoga darshan of Patanjali. The art of practicing yoga helps in controlling an individual's mind, body and soul. It brings together physical and mental state. Actually, it is also based in yoga darshan of mind, space, and guided yoga and in controlling an individual's also helps in creating muscle strength, body tone. It creates some energy and vitality. Before a conclusion, again I would like to convey my heartfelt regards to all of you. I believe spread awareness and increase the participation of common man in this effort of public health. Advantage of yoga can be realized by becoming a partner of this inclusive and broad-based effort. I hope for and earnestly request your wholehearted cooperation throughout the program to ensure it grand success. Thank you. Enjoy your life. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable speech, inaugural speech.
Now we will invite Professor Mohabasu Ghosh.
স্ক্রিনটা যখন যে বলবে তাকে পিন পয়েন্ট করে ওনাকে স্ক্রিনে দিবে, ঠিক আছে? All the participants, you should stop videos and microphone, মানে mute unmute করে। Okay. Next we will invite Professor Mohammed Baskinda, I am a coordinator for deliver his welcome address. I hand it over to Mr. Kunan. Please, start.
নমস্কার। আজ 21শে জুন বিশ্ব যোগা দিবস। শ্রীকৃষ্ণ কলেজ বগুড়ার শারীরশিক্ষা বিভাগ তিনরাতে যে কর্মশালার আয়োজন করেছে তার জন্য এই কলেজে আইকিউএসসি কোঅর্ডিনেটর হিসেবে নমস্কার। আমি বসে স্বাগত জানাই যোগা দিবস কলেজে পৌঁছায় শ্রীকৃষ্ণ সভাপতি যে কর্মশালার আয়োজন করেছে তার জন্য এই কলেজের
Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable speech.
Now, uh, now we will move to our main part, that is first session. Our in this session, our speaker is Professor Sudarshan Bhaumik, our beloved sir and renowned physical educationist, not only in West Bengal, also in India and abroad. Sir has started his service as an assistant professor in physical education from Union Christian Training College, Baharampur, West Bengal. Then Sir has rendering his service in the Department of Physical Education under the University of Kolani, near about 30 years. After retirement, Sir has joined UGC Emeritus Fellow in Jadavpur University in the Department of Physical Education. Till now, Sir has worked as visiting professor, Department of Physical Education and Sports Science under Jodhpur University of Science and Technology, Bangladesh. Today, Sir has to be discussed about yoga for improvement of immunity and analysis. We eager to listen his speech. How can we improve our immunity through yoga in home situation? So I handed over our mic to our respected sir. Sir, you can start. Sir, please, you can start.
Okay, thank you, Imran.
Thank you, sir.
Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
My screen is being seen?
Visible, sir.
Oh, visible. Okay. Then let me
Sir,
start.
sir,
Okay.
1 minute, sir. All the participants, don't open video and unmute your, mute your mic. Thank you, sir. Please start.
Okay. Honorable Mr. Bhadro, the President of Board of Governors of Srikrishna College, Bogula, Dr. Ghosh, Honorable Principal of the College, Professor Mohua Basu, the IQAC Coordinator, dear Dr. Imran, Head of the Department of Physical Education of Srikrishna College, members of the faculty, both teaching, non-teaching, students, research scholars, other invited guests and attending delegates. A very good morning to you all. At the outset, I would like to convey my good wishes of International Yoga Day just now. See, before starting my actual topic, let me talk something about this International Yoga Day. The concept was International Yoga Day. The concept of International Yoga Day was initiated by our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, of India during his speech in United Nations General Assembly on 27 September 2014. 21st June was suggested as International Yoga Day because of its being the longest day of the year. On December 11, 2014, 193 members of UNGA approved the proposal and adopted the resolution to celebrate 21st June every year as the International Yoga Day. In its resolution, the UNGA recognized that yoga provides a holistic approach to health and well-being and emphasized wider dissemination of data about the advantages of practicing yoga for the health of the world's population. Yoga also brings harmony to all in all walks of life, and thus it is understood to be helpful for disease prevention, health promotion, and management of many lifestyle related disorders. So that was the consideration of UNGA for approval. That the first, as per the resolution of UNGA, the first International Yoga Day was celebrated. The main function was in New Delhi with the main theme Yoga for the Holistic Health. And the second was 21st June in 2016 at Chandigarh. Main function was at Chandigarh with the main theme to connect to youths. And the third was in 2017 at Lucknow with the main theme Yoga for Health. And the fourth was in 2018 at Dehradun with the main theme Yoga for Peace. And the fifth was in 2019 at Ranchi with the main theme Yoga for the Heart. And the sixth was in 2020 with the theme Yoga for Health, Yoga at Home due to pandemic as a result of COVID-19. The main, you can say, program was not celebrated because of this. That is why it was named as Yoga at Home. And this year, the 7th International Yoga Day is being celebrated also in home, or you can say today, with the theme Yoga for Well-being. So this is the main thing, this main theme of the yoga, celebration of the Yoga Day. Now, if we look into these, all these, you can say, purposes of yoga as have been, you can say, indicated in the theme selection, we will see that there is some sort of difference between the yoga as the basic concept and all these themes. Now, the concept of yoga was initiated more than 5,000 years back by Indian rishis as a practical philosophy to realize the ultimate through self-realization. That means it is believed that this self, we are the manifestation of the ultimate. So through realizing ourselves, we will try to realize the ultimate. That was the main purpose of yoga. Since then, it has been practiced in India by the spiritually motivated munis and rishis of our countries for last years. If we compare this original purpose of yoga with the purposes as have been set in last few years for celebration of International Yoga Day, we will see that at present the concept has been delimited to a process of management of health and well-being, management of stress and therapeutic maneuver for some physical and psychological ailments. Thus, yoga has become a part of daily living for all sections of people in India and all over the world. And this has been reflected in the basic consideration of UNGA for declaring the celebration of International Yoga Day. So this is, in a brief, you can say, about the Yoga Day so far we have done. Now, as our topic is yoga for improvement of immunity today, that means we are going to discuss about a delimited area of purpose of yoga. Okay, because we will be doing this thing because of this pandemic situation. This is the urgent need of the time, and that is why. So, however, our area of discussion today is delimited, a delimited area of yoga, that is yoga for improvement of immunity. Now, before beginning to discuss about yoga, contribution of yoga for, you can say, averting or increasing immunity, let us try to understand the concept of immunity at first in a very simple manner. It can be simply say that the immunity is a defense system of our body. Just like our country, we have got a military system. So immunity is just like that, our body's military system. It is the ability to defend the body against germs and microorganisms like bacteria, virus, etc. And for that, as our country has a, you can say, complete military system, the human body also has an immune system which is very large and complex. It has got main two division, one innate immunity, that is the first line defense, and acquired immunity, that is what we obtain during our living. Now, innate immunity involves blood, mainly the white blood corpuscles, and its you can say other you can say corpuscles, and lymphatic system, including bone marrow, thymus, spleen, tonsil, lymph node, mucous membrane, and etc. On the other hand, the acquired immunity is the immunity that we develop during our living, during, you can say, as we pass on, as we grow. There are also two types, active immunity and passive immunity. Active immunity, immunity one develops after being exposed to an infection. Say, for example, those who are suffering or who have suffered from, you can say, COVID-19, they have developed some, you can say, immunity. That is called the, you can say, active immunity. And also it can be obtained from getting a vaccine. It may be of two types, natural due to infection and artificial due to vaccination. And passive immunity, immunity one acquires from someone, that means antibodies transmitted from mother to child, a baby, or something else, antibodies from the immune serum medicine, like that when we get this type of thing, then that becomes also immunity. Now, if we want to talk about the role of yoga, then we will see that yes, as has been mentioned, our coordinator of IQAC, that we know that yoga can help. Many persons are talking about this, that yes, there is a role. Yoga can extend its help for averting this, you can say, problem, and increase this immune system or immunity. But we have to depend on the research findings. Only saying this thing, saying something that will not, you can say, be very good for the medical system. So in a recent review, I have collected about 100, you can say, different scientific studies, and that has been reviewed. These 100 have been reviewed and gist have been prepared. Just I am going to produce. On the basis of that, we will analyze the situation. These studies were on yoga and immunity researches. Researchers have found evidence to suggest that yogic practices, including asana, pranayama, and meditation, may be considered as the potential adjunctive treatment option for COVID-19. This is very important, potential adjunctive treatment option for COVID-19. What is that? Adjunctive treatments are the supplementary option of a primary treatment. It is not the primary treatment. Yoga cannot replace treatment, or you can say medicine. It will help the medicine to act in a better way, or it will help the system to act in a better manner, or to more, you can say, with more efficiency. So this, the Journal of Adjunctive treatment are the supplementary vaccine, just like drugs and vaccine. The Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine has reported that yoga practices could provide supplementary support to vaccine in future as potential adjunctive treatment for COVID-19. So that is the main area. That is what we have to, you can say, believe. Now, you can say today, if we consider this situation, we will understand that that this medical management of a disease has got main three phases. One is called the prevention, other is treatment, and other is rehabilitation. And as because just now we have got not that much efficient medical, you can say treatment, because we are yet to find out some medicine for this COVID-19. So we have to depend more on this, you can say, preventive aspect or prevention of the disease. So that is being, you can say, emphasized even by the doctors today. Is using mask, washing hands, or using gloves, using sanitizers, washing hands off and on. All these things are only preventive measures, even taking vaccines. Now, how do yogic practices work? We have to analyze this thing. The researchers led by William Basel, that is the medical anthropologist at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT is one of the best institute of the world in research, pointed to a body of scientific evidences that demonstrates that anti-stress and anti-inflammatory properties of such practices. That means yoga practices has got this anti-stress management. And you see, meditation and yoga increase practitioners' vagal tone, part of body's parasympathetic nervous system. The vagal tone regulates the body's stress response, making them effective treatment options for stress-based trauma and inflammatory-based diseases. We will be explaining that thing, you can say, afterwards. Meditation and yoga increase practitioners' vagal tone. Okay, now writing for the Psychology Today, Basel and his co-workers Eddie Stern, they have cited that recent decision of doctors to have COVID-19 patients become prone in order to free up lung space. You see, this is very important point. Not only the preventive measure, those who are suffering, you can say with COVID, for improving, you can say their you can say oxygen saturation level has gone down or going down. In that case, this prone position they have suggested, and prone position is emphasized in yogic practices. You see, there are a number of yogic practices where prone position is used, and if we can practice these yogic practices properly, perhaps the purpose will be served. Patients who were placed in such a position experienced dramatic increase in their blood oxygen level. This is very important. So not only as a preventive measure, but also as a curative measure also, yoga can help, or yogic, you can say practice can help. The potential of this maneuver with prone yoga asanas is promising. Doctors have suggested this thing. Another review of post-acute COVID treatment. Now we have come to post-COVID treatment. That's been prevention, curation, and we have come to the rehabilitation part. Published in British Medical Journal last summer, recommends breath control during Ujjayi and Pranayam practices. You see, Pranayam has got three phases. We will be discussing that thing in a very nutshell. That is Purok, Rechok, and Kumbhak. Inhalation, retention, and exhalation. So that Kumbhak part or the retention part, okay, practices that call on breath retention to work through chronic coughing and breathlessness. So that also can help. While not okay, then we have to keep in mind that while none of these practices by themselves can provide a cure, they are not medicine as such to COVID-19. Further research will clarify the ways in which these modalities can be adjunctive treatments. So we have to do a lot of research work in this regard. Actually, the research period is very small. Within last, you can say 1.5 years, or you can say 15, 16 months. You can have to be rightly to say it is about 1.5 years. Yoga can help an immunity booster. That is the main part. Yoga can help the immunity booster. It cannot replace medical treatment. That is what we have to understand and keep in mind. Now let us try to understand the yogic practices as such. Asana, the yogic posture. You see, the persons just like we were born in India, we are living in India. So everybody like us, they know what is asana. They have practiced, you can say, in some time in their life, maybe you can say at least. But still we do not know what are the basic characteristics of asana. The main characteristics of asana is final static phase. That is the important phase rather than the dynamic process. This asana has got two phases. One is dynamic phase. From, you can say, movementless position, we start moving to attain the final position. We remain at final position according to our ability for some time. Then we come down, come back to our initial position. Now, from starting position to final position, and from final position to again starting position, that is the dynamic two phases, and final phase is the static position. Now in yogic practice, main phase of asana is the static position, not the dynamic one. If we emphasize more on dynamic phase, then we will be making yoga as exercise. There are a lot of differences between yoga and exercise, yogic practices, yogic asanas and exercises. Yogic asanas emphasize more on muscle spindle, not on muscle fibers as such. And that is why it activates, you can say, directly activates our, you could say, autonomic nervous system, as we have already mentioned. Sympathetic and parasympathetic system, they are controlled in that way only. Muscle spindle, they send the message and they activate this autonomic nervous system. And that is why we feel stretching, we feel relaxation. And in the case of exercise, as we do perhaps during our weight training or some weight training or running or jumping, whatever it is, we feel, you can say, some sort of very painful situation. But after doing asana, nobody feels like that. It is the stretching position that is important. So that is the main thing. Muscle stretching is more important than contraction. Muscle spindle becomes active, and the parasympathetic nerves active to relax. This helps the boosting of immunity. That is the main part. Actually, this helps to, you can say, this autonomic nervous system, using autonomic nervous system, secretion of the endorphin, or restricting this cortisol. All these things, actually, this take place only the stretching, not due to contraction. This lowers stress hormone cortisol, that boosts immune system. Cortisol, actually, immune system, it increases cortisol, because stress more than anything leads to breakdown in the body's ability to defend itself against bacteria and virus. So this also has been mentioned in psychology today. So this stress should be minimized, and that can be minimized through stretching, not by contraction. Different asanas boost immunity system, but they have mentioned some asanas, as I can you can say, quickly mention, you can say, indicate here. Kurmasana supports thymus. Ustrasana, Gomukhasana help in gasping air during bronchial congestion. Bhujangasana opens the chest and prevent pneumonia. Dhanurasana, Vikshasana, Tadasana, Salvasana, Paschimottanasana, Utkatasana, Matsyasana, Ardhamotsendriyasana, etc. have been proposed to be very effective for immunity boosting. So these are, I think, in practical situation, it will be demonstrated with explanation, all the details. Now let us come to the next yogic practice, that is Kriya. Kriyas clean the internal organs and makes the system more effective. Kriya, especially the Uddiyana, Nauli, Kapalabhati, boosts immunity function by stimulating the lymphatic system to oust toxins from our body. Kapalabhati increases the resistance of the respiratory tract, while the nasal wash and alternate nostril breathing increase the resistance of the sinus. That is quoted from, you can say, research finding. So recent research finding from Penn State University, USA, studying using 294 college students, they have supported these results. So this is also very important. Kriyas also can be used. Then come to pranayama. Pranayama also is just not, you can say, breathing. Pranayama has got some characteristics, basic characteristics of pranayama. Pranayama is a method of controlling the process of respiration. Respiration has two phases, inspiration and expiration. In general breathing, inspiration becomes active. We forcefully do inspiration, and expiration is passive. But in pranayama, the maneuver is just opposite. Here, the inspiration becomes passive and the expiration becomes the active and longer phase. That is the main idea. If you do that thing, again, we are going to control the autonomic nervous system. In addition to this, there may be retention in breathing, that is the kumbhak phase, as we already mentioned, which is not there in general breathing. All these controls stimulate nervous system and make it more sensitive. So that is how we have to practice. Now let us come to pranayama, the benefits. Bacteria that affect the upper respiratory system cause stiffness, coughing and nose throat. Pranayama can remove that thing. If the immune system is weak, the bacteria can go into the lungs and cause bronchitis or pneumonia. So that also through pranayama we can control. Pranayamas help to maintaining the health of our respiratory system. Breathing techniques help to improve our mechanical efficiency of our lungs by conditioning the respiratory tract that increase the elasticity and strength of the whole lung. So this in turn helps prevent infection and boost immunity. That is the important. So this is what we should keep in mind, and while we will practice yoga, we should be very careful.
Practices where prone position is used, and if we can practice these yoga practices properly, perhaps the purpose will serve. Patients who were placed in such a position experience dramatic increase in their blood oxygen levels. This is very important. So not only as a preventive measure, but also as a curative measure also, yoga can help, or yogic, you can say practice can help. The potential of this maneuver with improved yoga asanas is enormous. Doctors have suggested this. Another review is
Curation, and we have come to the rehabilitation part. Published in British Medical Journal last summer recommends breath control during Ujjayi and Pranayam practices. You see, Pranayam has got three phases. We will be discussing that thing in a nutshell. That is Purok, Rechog and Kumbho. Inhalation, retention and exhalation. So that Kumbho part or the retention part, okay, practices that call on breath retention to work through chronic coughing and breathlessness. So that also and it is personal. It helps in personal transformation, a feeling of oneself as a part of whole cosmos. That is the main, you can say, thing. Okay. Now I can, how I can go back to my screen again? I cannot. Okay. It is stopped now. And it is personal. It helps
Yes,
in
sir.
personal transformation.
Yes,
A feeling of
okay,
oneself as a
sir.
part of whole
Come back.
cosmos. That is the. Now it is all have been, you can say, गड़बड़ हो गया. Okay.
জুম
Zoom.
জুম হয়ে গেছে, আবার বেরিয়ে
I can
গেল।
go back to my screen again. I cannot. Hmm. Okay.
নতুন করে শেয়ার করুন, তাহলে হয়ে যাবে।
Hmm.
হ্যাঁ, জুম হয়ে গেছে।
Okay, okay. Let me come back. Okay, let me come back. One second. Please give me some time.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
It is all have been, you can say, गड़बड़ हो गया. Zoom.
জুম হয়ে গেছে, আবার বেরিয়ে গেল। নতুন করে শেয়ার করুন, তাহলে হবে। হ্যাঁ, জুম হয়ে গেছে।
Okay, okay. Let me come back. Okay, let me come back. One second. Please give me some time. Oh, now you can see?
Yes, sir. Visible, sir.
Okay, but main problem, I am facing a problem. I cannot change my slide then. What is this? Oh, okay. Now let me complete this thing. It is so all. Imran, you have just disturbed me.
No, sir. Someone disturbs, sir, you.
Okay, but okay, now only one slide is left. That is final words. I want to say final words that yoga influences the whole man, mind, body, and spirit. It can be practiced by all, irrespective of gender, age, and abnormality. There are differences between physical exercise and yogasana. There are differences between normal breathing and pranayamas. Available scientific information suggests the role of yoga as immunity booster and potential adjunctive treatment option for providing supplementary support to medicine for diseases. Further scientific investigations should be taken up for researchers, especially of our country, to unfold the potential of yoga practices for overall health and well-being. Okay, with this, I conclude my lecture, and with this, I also extend my thanks to the organizers. Now, if you have got any question, you can go for that, please.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable and useful information giving us regarding yoga and how to improve through yoga. It's time for question answer sessions. Any participants, you can ask questions, and also you can put your questions in chat box. You may proceed.
Nobody has got no question. That means everybody has understood everything. That is very
Okay,
nice.
sir. Yes, sir. Very nice. Any questions from our participant sides?
Questions or maybe supplementation or something like that, if somebody can share, what is that? Whatever I have talked about, some can add something more with this or something like that also.
No, sir. I think there is no question, sir.
Okay, then
Okay.
I think then I should extend my thanks to organizers once again, because they have very rightly taken up the decision to organize this type of webinar or seminar in, you can say, virtual mode, to discuss the right type of you can say issues in this particular time. And it is a, you can say, very right selection for this day, International Joke Day. And for celebrating Joke Day also, I I feel very happy that the college, Srikrishna College, has come forward to celebrate this Yoga Day in a very wonderful manner. It has taken a program of 3 days with some, you can say, workshop, that means some practical demonstrations and other things. I wish all the best for the program. Wish you all the best. Thank you over and all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Professor Puspita Mahato, NAC coordinator for of our college, for giving vote of thanks to our respected sir. Ma'am, please.
Thank you, Imran.
Thank you.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. Today we are here for a 3 days international workshop on yoga and immunity, of yoga and improvement of immunity power, organized by the Department of Physical Education, Srikrishna College, Bogula, in collaboration with IQAC. And this is very significant as today is the International Yoga Day, and this year theme is Yoga for Well-being. We are going through some very difficult times due to the COVID-19 pandemic, and expert opinion is that third wave of coronavirus is inevitable. So in this difficult time, it is very important to look after ourselves, and immunity should be up. And as we all know, prevention is always better than cure. So in this, this is really a very interesting and timely topic for discussion today on this International Yoga Day. And in this day, in first technical session, we have with us an eminent speaker, Professor Dr. Sudarshan Bhomik, visiting professor, Department of Physical Education and Sports and Science, Jashore University, Science and Technology, Bangladesh, and former professor of Department of Physical Education, University of Kolkata. In his discussion on the topic Yoga for Improvement of Immunity and Analysis, Dr. Bhomik rightly pointed out, yoga is a spiritual therapy originated in India, and yoga is movement linked with brain. By incorporating yoga in our daily routine, we can significantly improve our immunity and strengthen our body's ability to combat illness. We come to know about the active immunity and the passive immunity, and in his lecture, he prescribed few yoga poses, and he discussed in details that how the yoga supports our body to build up our immunity and fight against illness. And now I'm really quite confident that all the participants are benefited by your talk and have taken note of the same. Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable words. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Now it's time for second session, that is our practical sessions. Now we invite Mr. Rothin Kundu. Mr. Rothin Kundu, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Mr. Rothin Kundu, senior yoga teacher. He has completed his BPed, MPed degree from Postgraduate Government Institute of Physical Education, Banipur, Barasat University, PGDYed from Lonavala, and NSNIS in yoga. Till now, Mr. Kundu working as senior yoga teacher in Pranava, Yoga Kundu and Daniel at Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam. Now, Mr. Kundu, start your demonstration and discussion about yoga for all. Over to Mr. Kundu.
Thank you, sir, and namaste, everyone. Good morning to all.
Namaste. Good morning.
Yeah, today I will teach very basic yoga for your daily lifestyle. You can do for healthy lifestyle. And one thing, remember that during practice yoga.
Sorry, Mr. Kundu, one point. Mr. Kundu, sorry. Sajijul, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, Imranda, I'm here.
হ্যাঁ, ওকে এক সিঙ্গেল ওকে করা যাবে না এই একে
Yes,
কুন্ডুকে?
I will do that.
হ্যাঁ
Okay.
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, থ্যাংক ইউ।
Okay. Just I want to say something. When we will do yoga, any asanas or exercise, should be concentrate on your proper breathe and also feel stretching in particular muscles. So like this, when we will do neck exercise, so first take inhale, proper take inhale through nose, exhale, right. So slowly now stretch your neck muscles. So concentrate your neck muscles, also your breathing. Then come back, inhale, exhale. Turn to your opposite side, same stretch, feel the stretch your neck muscles. So I want to say everyone, so during practice, everybody do proper breathe and feel the stress in particular muscles. So I am going to now start my practical session. So everybody follow me and take your mat. So everybody sit on your mat and sit in a comfortable position. And gently join your palm. Close your eyes. And lift the spine. Slowly noting inhale through nose. Exhale through nose. One more time, inhale through nose. Exhale through nose. Once again, inhale through nose. Exhale through nose. Now one time home chanting. Inhale. Rub your palm. Keep on your eyes. Keep your both hands in front of your chest. Gently open your eyes with your smiling face. Namaste. Everybody now stand up. Shoulder wise grab your both legs. Inhale, raise your hands up, straight your arms and look up. Exhale, look to mat. Inhale, raise your hands up, straight your arms, join your palm, look up. Exhale, down. Inhale, raise your straight your arms. Exhale, down. Inhale, expand your chest, ribcage high and look up. Exhale, hunch your back, round your shoulder, look to mat. Inhale, expand your chest, ribcage high, heel up, look up. Exhale, hunch your back, round your shoulder, look to mat. Inhale, expand your chest, ribcage high, open your shoulder, look up. Exhale, hunch your back, round your shoulder, look to mat. Inhale, expand your chest, ribcage high, look up. Exhale, slow hunch your back, round your shoulder, look to mat. Inhale, expand your chest, heel up, Open shoulder, increase head, up, stay here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and exhale, hunch your back, round your shoulder, look to mat, stay here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and walk. Inhale, raise your hands up, join your palm, interlock the finger, heel up, stick to the muscle, look up, leg to spine, find your balance, stay here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and exhale, keep your hands on yours. Inhale, exhale, take it right. Inhale, say exhale, take to left. Inhale, say exhale, take to right. Inhale, say exhale, take to left. Inhale, say exhale, take to right. Inhale, say exhale, take to left. Inhale, say exhale, take to right and stay here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, say exhale, sit as a down dropping 6. Stay to make muscles. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, say exhale, dropping neck. Slowly now rotate right to left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now keep your hands on your shoulder, elbows close. Slowly now here, rotating the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now here I have body leg outside of the mat. Inhale, straighten both arms. Exhale, bend right side. Stick to side muscle, look up. Inhale, straighten arms. Exhale, bend sideward. Stick to side muscle, look up. Inhale, straighten arms. Exhale, stick to side muscle, look up. Inhale, straighten arms. Exhale, bend sideways, look up. Inhale, straighten arms. Exhale, take to right. Stay to side muscle. Straighten both arms. Look up, stay here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, straighten arms. Exhale, slowly bend your 6. Stick to side muscle. Look up, stay here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, straighten arms. Exhale, keep your hands on your shoulder was grabbing both legs. Slowly head over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Reverse. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Speed both leg outside of your mat and showing from sideways. Keep your hands behind your back. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly you're pushing you forward. Ribcage high. Again look to mat. Inhale, same. Exhale. Slowly you're forward and take you ankle. Take you back. Look to mat. Inhale, support you back. Exhale, pushing you forward. Ribcage high. Look to mat. Inhale, same. Exhale, slowly get forward. Get your ankle. Take you back. Look to mat. Inhale, support you back. Exhale, slowly pushing you forward. Ribcage up. Take you back. Inhale, same. Exhale, forward. Raise down. Take you back. Look to mat. Inhale, support you back. Exhale, pushing you forward. Squeeze your upper back. Ribcage high. Look to mat. Inhale, same. Exhale, surface. Then forward. Take you back. Look to mat. Inhale, raise your hands up. Straight with both arms. Exhale, straight with both arms. Slowly now go down. Try to take your calf muscles. Raise your ribcage high. Squeeze your back. Take your upper back. Inhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, straight your arms. Exhale, slowly you're staying forward. Get your ankle. Take your back. Relax your spine. Look to mat. Stay here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, raise your hands up. Exhale, down. Here. And come straight straight. The shoulder was grabbing both legs. Inhale, straight with both arms. Exhale, head push to spine. Right side. Let your shoulder look back. Inhale, straight with arms. Exhale, push to spine. Let your shoulder hips look back. Inhale, straight with arms. Exhale, let your shoulder hips look back. Inhale, straight with arms. Exhale, take it to left. Look back. Inhale, straight with arms. Exhale, take it to right. Push to spine. Look back. Inhale, straight with arms. Exhale, take it to left. Push to spine. Look back. Inhale, straight with arms. Exhale, surface. Get your shoulder. Take it to right. Push your spine. Stay here. Breathing should be normal. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, stay your arms. Exhale, sit up. And try to always sit. Push your spine. Look back. Stay here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, stay your arms. Exhale, down. Then the shoulder was grabbing both legs. Inhale, raise your both hands up. Fold your both knees 90 degrees, look up. Exhale down. Inhale, raise your hands up. Fold your knees straight to lower back, look up. Exhale down. Inhale, raise your hands up. Fold your knees straight to lower back, look up. Exhale down. Inhale, raise your hands up. Straight your arms, straight your lower back, look up. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale, raise your hands up. Straight your lower back, look up and stay here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and exhale down. Keep your hands on your knees. Slowly inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now reverse. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we have completed basic warm up. So now we will go for some salutation and also some posture. You will posture. Everyone, come in front of your mat and join both legs, feet together. Inhale, so you raise your hands up, say your arms and look up. Exhale, keep your hands in front of your chest. Gently close your eyes. Slowly now we inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more time, inhale, exhale. Open your eyes. Inhale, raise your hands up, arch back, push forward, up. Exhale, slowly bend forward and take your ankle, take you forward to knee. Inhale, take your right leg back, palms on ground, push it forward and look up. Exhale, take your left leg back, arm plank pose, and take you forward, look forward, drop your knee, chest and chin, look forward. Inhale, cobra, round your shoulder, toes out, look up. Exhale, down facing up, place your heel down, look to mat. Inhale, take your right leg forward, in between both hands, palms on ground, push your heel forward, squeeze your back, look up. Exhale, take your left leg forward, bend forward, take your ankle, take your forehead, take your back. Inhale, raise your hands up and back. Exhale, bring both hands in front of your chest. Say now, change your leg. Inhale, raise your hands up, join your palm, push it forward, inhale up. Exhale, slowly bend forward. See, take your ankle, take your forehead to knee, take it back. Inhale, bounce on ground, take your left leg back, push your heel forward, inhale up. Exhale, take your right leg back and arm plank pose, or the two pose, wrist parallel and flow forward. dropping knee, chest and chin, look forward. Inhale, cobra, round shoulder, toes out, rib cage held up. Exhale, down facing up, place your knee down, look to mat. Inhale, tail level forward, in between both hands, palms of ground, pushing forward, and rib cage held up. Exhale, tail level forward, bend forward, take your ankle, take your forehead to knee, take your back. Inhale, raise your hands up and up to back. Exhale, keep your both hands in front of your chest. Gently close your eyes. See you take inhale through nose. Exhale through nose. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, raise your hands up. Reach the long finger. Stretch your arms. Heel up. Stretch your shoulder. Look up. Exhale, slowly now bend forward. Raise down. Stretch your back. Stretch your forehead to knee. Inhale, take your right leg. Exhale, take the leg back. Come down, facing up. Raise your knee down. Straighten both elbows. Look to mat. Push down. Stretch your upper back shoulder. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, raise your right leg up. Exhale, your right leg forward. Individually one hands. Drop left. Right left toes out 45 degree. Right toes forward. Hold your right knee 90 degree. Squeeze your nose. Inhale, raise your hands up. Join your palm. Straight your lower back and look up. Stay here. Take 6, 10 breathe. Breathing normal. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and exhale, straighten both arms and straighten both knees. Inhale, straighten both arms and quads. Exhale here, twist your spine, left hand down, right hand up, twist your spine, straighten both knees, right hand up and look on your finger, find your balance, lift your core, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and inhale slowly here, arms to the ground. Exhale here, find your balance. Here, fold your left leg and put on your right inner thigh. Take your left knee outside. Find your balance. Inhale, raise your hands up. Find your balance. Exhale. Keep your hands on your chest. Erect your spine. Maintain your balance. Look forward. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, straighten both arms. Exhale, taking left leg and taking right leg back and arm plank pose. Take super, look forward. Drop your knee. Chest and chin, look forward. Inhale, cobra, round your shoulder, toes out, squeeze your back, rib cage held up. Exhale, slowly come down, facing down. Stretch your arm on that shoulder, look down, face down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, And once as the name change your leg, inhale, raise your leg up. Arms are laid forward in between both hands. Here and drop your right toes outside 90 degree, right toes 90 degree outside. Here, left toes forward, hold your leg 90 degree, squeeze your right glutes. Inhale, raise your hands up, straight your arms, straight your lower back, and look up. Stay here, breathing should be normal. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and exhale. Stay good. Stay with both arms and stay with both knees. Inhale, stay your arms. Exhale here. And push your spine to you. Right hand down. Left hand up. Push your spine. Straight both knees. Look up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and inhale, straight both arms. Exhale, palms to down. Slowly here, and find your balance. Raise your right leg up and put on your left finger thigh. Find your balance. Right knee outside sidewise. Find your balance. Inhale, raise your hands up, straight your arms. Exhale, keep on your chest. Find your balance. Look forward. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and inhale, raise your hands up. Exhale, slowly take right leg and take left leg back. And counter plank pose, continue look forward, draw your knee, chest and chin, look forward, inhale, cobra, round your shoulder, toes out, squeeze reduce, lift your head up, exhale, slowly lower forward, and counter plank pose, stretch your back, relax the spine. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, raise your hands up. Exhale down. Here, shoulder was grabbing both legs and both toes out. Holding both is 90 degree. And here slowly here, and both palms float. Now take inhale, the arm will span and up, straight to back. Exhale, hand to back, round shoulder, look to narrow. Inhale, the arm will span and look up, straight to back. Exhale, hand to back, round shoulder, look to back. Inhale and the spine, look up, straight to back. Exhale, drop your head, hand to back, round shoulder, look to back. Inhale, calm the spine, hand to back, up. Exhale, drop your head, look down. Inhale, calm the spine, and look up and stay here, focus on your back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and exhale. Interlock finger, palms are down, toes out, hand to back, round shoulder, look to narrow, stay here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly here. Raise your hands up, straight your arms, and down your knee. Exhale down. Here, sit on your mat. Fold your both knees. Bring your feet together. Get your toes slowly here. Stick to hip muscles. Stick to thigh. Begin to spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Inhale, raise your hands up. Straight your arms and look up. Exhale, put your hands on your knees. Slowly inhale and push down. Stick to hip muscles. Stick to thigh. Look down. Then rotate to forehead to mat. Inhale, raise your hands up. Join your palms, straight your arms, look up. Exhale, put your palm. Slowly now bend forward. Take to forehead to mat. Stick to hip muscle. Look down. Inhale, raise your hands up. Stick to arms, look up. Exhale, one more time. Slowly now bend forward. Try to take to forehead to mat. Stick to hip muscles. Look to mat. Inhale, raise your hands up. Exhale, one more time. Slowly inhale down. Stick to hip muscle. Take to forehead to mat. Inhale, raise your hands up. Last time. Exhale and inhale. Hands down. Slowly inhale, go down. As you capability go down. Try to take to forehead to mat. Push down. Stick to hip muscles. Take to forehead to mat. Stay here. Normal breath for 6 times. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, raise up. Exhale down. And slowly from here, now straight you. And slowly here, straight you both leg. Straight you both leg. Also, now as your capability, try to spread your leg. Don't forcefully. Palms are down. Slowly here, straight to palms. Inhale, straight you both arms. Exhale here. Right hand down. Bend you sideways. Straight both arms. Stick to hip muscle. Stick to side muscle. Look up. Hips to floor. Inhale, straight your arms. Exhale, left hand down. Right hand up. Stick to hip muscles. Stick to side muscle. Look up. Inhale, straight your arms. Exhale, right hand down. Left hand up. Push down. Stick to hip muscle. Look up. Inhale, straight your arms. Exhale, one more time. Hands down. Bend to sideways. Stick to side muscle. Look up. And last one. Inhale, straight your arms. Exhale, right hand down. Left hand up. Slowly here to bend to sideways. If possible, you try to catch your toes or hip. If you're not comfortable, straight your both arms. Stick to side muscle. Stick to hip muscle. Look up. Stay here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, straight your both arms. Exhale, slowly here. And come to opposite side. Slowly, carefully bring you sideways. Stick to side muscle. Stick to hip muscle. Stay here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, straight your arms. Exhale, slowly here. And palms on ground. Slowly here, bend forward. As you capability, try to go down. If not possible, put your elbows. If possible, try to go down. Stick to hip muscle, look down, stay here. 6, 5, 4, 3, two, and one. Inhale, straighten both arms. Exhale, slowly here, take one leg forward, and here, stick to leg muscles, stick to thigh. Feet together. Inhale, raise your hands up, straight your arms. Exhale down, fold your right leg, catch by both hands, and catch your toes or heel, and then straight your leg. If you're not comfortable, you catch your shin bone. Exhale here, pull towards your body, stick to hamstring muscle, lead to spine, take to forehead to knee, feel the straight leg muscles. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and inhale, fold your knee. Exhale, take leg crosswise over your left leg. Inhale, straighten both arms. Exhale, slowly here and twist your spine. Twist your spine from your right side. Join your palm. Look forward, toes out. Stay here. Take breath for 6 times. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and one. Inhale, raise your hands up. Exhale, take leg forward. Slowly now bend forward. Catch your toes. Bend forward. Try to take your both elbows to floor. Step your back. Take your forehead to knee. Stay here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, raise your hands up. Exhale down. So here now change your leg, fold your left leg. Fold your left leg. Inhale, catch by the help of your both hands. Exhale, up straight your leg. And here, stick to your hamstring muscle. Pull towards your body. If you are comfortable, take your same bone. Pull towards your body, toes out. Stick to your hamstring muscles. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and inhale, fold your knee. Exhale, take leg crosswise over your right leg. Inhale, straighten both arms. Exhale here, put your right leg, put your left knee. Slowly here, and twist your spine. Join your palm, toes out, look forward, twist your spine, find your balance. Straighten return. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and inhale, raise your hands up. Exhale, and here, interlock your finger and both toes in. Interlock your finger, hand your back, round your shoulder, look to your knees. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, raise your hands up, straight up, look up, lift your spine, look up. Exhale down. Slowly here, return to sidewise. Fold your both knees, both palms floor. Inhale slowly from here and raise your both up, toes out, palms to floor. Engage your core. Exhale here, more challenging. Extend your arms forward, toes out. Look up. If you are not comfortable, support the posture as up. Engage your core. Find your balance. Contact your core. Look up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and exhale here. Fold your both knees and hug your knees. Take your forehead to knees. Straight your back. Relax the spine. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale the palms to drop. Arms is really here. And sit down on your back. Both hands down. And both toes in. Palms to floor. Slowly now take inhale and raise your hip up. Inhale. Hip up. Stretch your back and look up. And sit down. Inhale, raise your hip up. Stretch your back, look up. And sit down. Inhale, raise your hip up. Stretch your back. Ribcage high, look up. And sit down. One more time. Inhale, raise your hip up. Stretch your back, look up. And sit down. Inhale, raise your hip up. Stretch your back and look up. And sit down. The last one. Inhale, raise your hip up. Stretch your back. And here, support your back by the help of your both hands. Ribcage high. Squeeze your back. Focus on your back. Look up. Stay here. Breathing should be normal. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and exhale, drop your feet. Fold your both knees. Grab your elbows by both hands. Take your forehead to knee. Take your back and relax your spine. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and inhale the palms on down. Exhale, raise it up, and here, tail it back. Attach your toes. If you're not comfortable, here up. Slowly here, touch your hips and toes up. You stay here. If more comfortable, here. Attach your toes and you stay here. Stretch your neck muscle. Stretch your back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and inhale slowly here. Say, raise your hands up, straight your arms. Exhale and get your big toes. Then take your forehead to knee. Take your back and relax your spine. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, raise your hands up. Exhale down here. Fold your both knees. Come on your back. Straight and sideways. Fold your knees and toes up. Inhale. Exhale, take it to right. Push your spine. Take your both shoulder and face the left side. Inhale, say 2. Exhale, take it to left. Push the spine. Take your both shoulder. Face the right side. Inhale, say 2. Exhale, push the spine. Take your both shoulder. Face the left. Inhale, say 2. Exhale, say push the spine. Take your both shoulder. Facing right. Inhale, say 2. Exhale, sit at the last one. Straight all the way. Take your toes. Push to the side. Left shoulder release. Facing left side. Stay here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, say 2. Exhale, as a drop, sit. Catch your shoulder, push your spine, catch your toes, face the right side. 6, 5, 4, three, two, and one. Inhale, three, holding bones, hallelujah, hallelujah. Exhale, rock and roll, stay to back, relax the spine. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, and 10. Lie on the mat. Sleep more, as we say more, as we videos class. Concentrate on breathe and concentrate on the process. Join to both leg. Inhale, raise your hands up. Interlock your finger. Take two arms towards out. Exhale. Inhale, raise your hands up. Over your head. Take two arms towards out. Exhale. Last one. Inhale, raise your hands up. Take your ball towards out. Take your back. Exhale. Your ball is facing body. Baby ball is turn to left side. While the ball is bouncing shape. We cross the leg. We begin down. Your ball is on your knees. Gently close your eyes. Inhale, close. Exhale, close. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, close and exhale, mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale. Roll and reach. Inhale. Round the palm. Relax. Muscle flex. Muscle neck. Muscle shoulder. Feel from the oranges. Gently open mask to smile face. Namaste. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so. Now I request our HOD, Department of Physical Education, Dr. Mohammed Hussain, has been.
বলছি now it's time for question and answer session. Any participants can ask questions, both language, in Bengali or English. Any language you can ask. Any language you can ask questions from Mr. Rutin Kundu.
Yes, you can ask any question. If you have any doubt, I'll solve. About your yoga.
I think no question. Sir, you can proceed.
Okay. Now I request our HOD, Department of Physical Education, Dr. Mohammed Hussain, for giving today vote of thanks.
Thank you, sir. I would thanks Mr. Rutin Kundu. Warmful thanks for your excellent demonstrations of different types of yogic activities. Today's activities such as breathing activities or breathing exercise for increasing lungs capacity. He also demonstrate exercise for relaxed neck pain very nicely. She also demonstrates exercise for shoulder mobilities and also exercise for increased back mobilities. He also demonstration wonderfully hip joint mobility exercises which are very helpful to in our daily life. And his demonstration stretching exercises for hamstrings and also different types of asanas like twisting pose, cat cow movements, boat pose, bridge pose, pavan muktasana, and also how to relax. She also demonstrates, and finally she complete his demonstration through Om chanting. So I would like to again also thanks, grateful thanks to Mr. Rutin Kundu who are support me for success.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Brand
Yes, also, sir.
profession.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Rutin Kundu, once again. I will see
Yes.
you once again in the third day of this workshop.
Yeah, we'll see you third.
Okay. If you any queries of the from the participants, you may submit your queries in chat box.
Yes,
For
okay.
any difficulties from the participants.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Once again, thank you, Mr. Rutin Kundu. And I would like to thanks also our college authority. I would also thanks our eminent speakers and resource persons, other resource persons, and our technical team and our faculty members who are supported to make the workshop grand success. Thank you all. We will meet again tomorrow at 10 a.m. sharp 10 a.m. We will meet again tomorrow. So stay healthy and stay safe. So I conclude the today's session. Thanks all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone.